See, look at this fucking guy, man. He's coming in the wrong direction, and then he's honking at me that I'm at wrong. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? He's giving me like fucking shit. Alrighty people, how you doing? So today I'm gonna expose some of the bad riders and drivers on the road, and this was one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel. So yes, I do talk about the motorcycle, the Himalayan 450, and I haven't made a single video on the rules and regulation and the way that you should be riding on the highway or on the roads in general. And every day, almost every day, when I ride my motorcycle, I do come across some stupid fools. And believe me guys, when I say stupid fools, it's not just the car drivers or the three-wheelers or the two-wheelers, it's also the bus drivers and the truck drivers. Even they drive their vehicle carelessly. And I believe that when you are a bus driver, it's a lot of responsibility on your shoulder. Not only the safety of the passenger in your vehicle is your responsibility, but also the fellow riders on the road is also your responsibility. So I'm pretty sure that today we will come across a lot of those bad drivers. For example, this guy. So you will see that when they are overtaking, they will not care if you are going off the highway, if you have any space left for yourself or not. So the right way to drive and the right way to overtake a vehicle is when you have enough space that your vehicle can overtake another vehicle. But in my region here in North India, in Haryana, people don't care about that. They will overtake the vehicle if they want to, and it doesn't matter if you have space left in your own lane or not. So I'm riding in my lane right now, and these people are riding in their lane. But they would not care if I have space in my lane left or not. They would just overtake the vehicle. For example, these guys. See that Swift driver, man? Like, they look at that. He's giving me like fucking shit. See, I told you, they just don't care. Like, he used those flashes, those blinkers, those high beam lights to tell me that I have to stop. So it's their signal that, hey, I have given you the lights, so you have to stop now. Whereas according to the law, the only time that you're gonna use those beam lights is when you have to bring the attention of someone riding along your side, or if someone is riding in a bad manner. But these people use these as a stop signal, and it bothers me a lot, man. It's a big issue why accidents happens. Like, you're not gonna lose anything if you just wait for like 10 seconds in your lane and let the people pass in their lane, and then you can overtake. But you cannot overtake if you don't see the way. So it's like Wild West out here. People are overtaking and they are forcing you off the highway just because they want to overtake. And I believe most of the people, they do not even know the length of the highway, the width of the highway. So you see these white lines on either side of the road, the line where this rider is riding, this white line. I have a couple of people telling me that this is the bike lane. Here where I'm riding, this is the bike lane. That's what people say. But that's not correct. That's the end of the highway. The white line demonstrates the end of the highway. You are not supposed to ride anything below this line. But when people are overtaking, that's the argument that they have. They say that you have space here, so why you're not riding your vehicle in that space and give me the space to overtake. Man, are you fucking nuts, man? I'm riding in my lane, and it's my right to ride in my lane. And it doesn't mean if I have a motorcycle or a scooter, as long as I'm riding in the center of my lane, you have no right to overtake and push me off the highway. And the authorities are not doing nothing about it. It's like everybody sees all the bad things happening, but still everybody is silent and they don't do nothing about it. So it's like the root cause is what's at the problem here. So when these drivers are learning how to drive, nobody teach them that when you overtake, you have to look if you can overtake or not, and if there is enough room or not. They don't teach like this. They don't teach that you only have to use the high beam flashes when you see the rider is falling asleep or when you feel like the rider is not paying attention. But they are being told that you can use the flashlights and the beam lights when you have to tell someone that you have to stop, and so that you can overtake. So they use these flash beam lights to tell the other rider, the oncoming traffic, that you have to stop and you have to let me pass. But that's not the uses of these flashlights, and no one use indication on these big highways either. If they have to, drift lanes, they are just gonna drift lanes without indicating. And you'll have to use your common sense, and you have to judge your own self. You have to judge by yourself what the rider in front of you is expecting to do. But man, use the indication every time you change the lane. It doesn't take a lot of time or efforts. It just takes a push with your fingers or your thumb. That's all it takes. And it indicates to the other riders or the drivers on the road that you are aiming to change lanes, and they can hit brakes and let you come in their lane. See, look at this fucking guy, man. He's coming in the wrong direction, and then he's honking at me that I'm at wrong. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? And it's like everyday deal, It's not like it's only today that I've come across these kind of people. So how far we have come into the ride today? Like 7 kilometers? And in these 7 kilometers, I've had 2 instances where I was almost in the danger zone. And he was talking on the phone too when he honked at me. Really? And then they blame the motorcyclists for not riding properly and for being the reckless riders. It's not the motorcyclist. It's everybody around me. Literally everybody around me in my state who rides like that. So, I'm gonna be sharing a couple of laws and the rules, hoping that you people would watch and learn something and be safe out there and make other people safe. So in the upcoming videos, I'll be sharing some road rules with you guys. And to be honest with you guys, if you follow the road rules, you will enjoy your journey more and it will be less stressful. I have had a I don't know if he's a subscriber, but there was a person on my YouTube channel and he was saying that I'm uselessly drifting the lanes. Even I was indicating, and in the camera you don't see everything. So when I was shifting the lanes, there were people behind me that I just overtook, and that's why I was drifting the lane. And in the camera you don't even see properly the distance and the objects that coming closer. Unless they are really close to the camera, you are not able to see them properly, and that's the other reason why I was drifting the lanes. And in the camera he wasn't able to figure out if this divided line was a single straight white line or the divided line, and that was also the reason why he commented saying you were breaking the law. You were breaking the law, sorry. But I was not breaking the law. The issue was with his vision and his analysis of the video. But yeah, man, you gotta be safe out there when you are riding on the road. You saw 2 instances today in less than 7 kilometers of me riding, and trust me, you guys, when I say this, it happens with me almost every day when I ride to my farm or to my home from the farm. So it's like 7 kilometers away from my home, and in these 14 kilometers of daily commute, I do come across a lot of these foolish people. And luckily we didn't have a bus driver who was driving recklessly, but I believe we would have the bus driver when we'll be going back home, and I'll be able to show you how the fuck they drive. It's so dangerous. So this is my farm. I'm gonna continue my work now, and I wish you guys a very beautiful day ahead. And ride safe out there, people.